Yes, I am blonde. Yes, I am here to talk about books, so let's do this. Hello everyone, so today I am here to talk about awards and books. I have never really been a person who pays attention to awards with books. Like, I don't know, I've just never been someone who's like, I'm gonna read all of the books on this list of books that came out that got awards. But recently I read 2 books that got the Prince Honors Award, and I freaking loved them, and it's definitely made me look a little bit more closely at awards for books. There's only one award that I've ever really followed, and that's the Man Booker Prize, and now I'm just more interested in other types of book prizes, and there have been a whole ton of them announcing their long and short lists recently. So I figured I would just go over the awards that I'm kind of watching and the books that I'm interested from them. So the first one is obviously the Man Booker International Prize, and the long list was just recently announced, and the short list goes up April 18th, and then the winner is on May 18th. So I only have 4 books from this list that I'm actually really interested in. The first being The White Book by Han Kang. If anyone knows me, I adore Han Kang. I have Human Acts right there being displayed on my bookcase, as well as I have read The Vegetarian and I loved it, and I am just a huge fan of Han Kang. I know a lot of people don't really care for her. I find more people don't like The Vegetarian than do like The Vegetarian, so I definitely feel like I'm in a little bit of a minority with Han Kang, but I adore her and I am definitely going to try to pick up her newest book. It doesn't seem to be available most places, which really sucks, but I am going to try to get my hands on a copy of this to read. The second one I'm interested in is The Stolen Bicycle by Woo Ming-yi, which I have actually read another one of his books like a while back, like freshman year, so like 2 years ago, which was The Man with the Compound Eyes, and honestly, the book is kind of a blur if I'm completely honest, but I do remember enjoying it, and this book sounds really good. It was translated from Chinese, and I don't know, I'm really excited. I really like the cover on this one too, but I am confused because this doesn't even come out until April, so. The book that I own off of this list, I have an ebook copy of it, is Die My Love by Ariana Harwitz, which I believe this author is from Argentina. If I didn't mention, Han Kang is from South Korea, Woo Ming-yi is from Taiwan, and then Ariana Harwitz is from Argentina. This one, the title really captured my eye, as well as the cover is just bright yellow. It's also like 120 pages, and I'm just very interested in this one. I hope I'm gonna get to this one quite soon. And the last one is, of course, the Germany pick. I always try to read the Germany pick, just because I'm German, so, and this one was Go Went Gone by Jenny Erpenbeck. And I'm not sure what this one is about, but I'm definitely going to get my hands on this one very soon. I honestly might wait for the short lists on the Man Booker Prize International and the next one, just because there are a lot of books that I'm interested in and I want to see if any of them have a chance of winning, you know? The next one is the Bailey's Women's Prize for Fiction. The long list was recently announced, and then the short list is announced April 23rd, and the winner is announced June 6th. I have quite a few books on this list that I am interested in that I've been seeing going around for a while. The one that I own, I have an ebook NetGalley ARC copy, which honestly I'm debating on it. I own it already, so I might read it, but I don't know if I'm actually that interested in it, is See What I Have Done by Sarah Schmidt. I don't remember what this is about. Honestly, most of these I don't know what they're about. The Mermaid and Mrs. Hancock by Imogen Hermes Gawar. This is a book I remember Ariel Bissett unboxing and talking about, like, when it was still an ARC, and ever since then I've had it on my TBR, and I've been really interested to look at it. I don't remember what it's about. Then the next one is Sight by Jessie Greengrass. I'm not sure who this is or what this book is about, but the cover really intrigued me. I've yet to hear anything about this one though. And of course, the one that has been going around everywhere is Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine by Gail Honeyman. This is what I'm on the fence about, just because I did put on this list because everyone is reading and talking about it at the moment, but I'm not sure if I'm going to really like it that much, if I'm honest. It's about a woman who is like kind of socially awkward, and then something happens in her life to make her like not socially awkward, and kind of like that whole thing. I don't know, this one's, honestly, most of the Women's Prize I am a little on the fence about, but I want to support the Women's Prize. And then the last one is Sing Unburied Sing by Jesmyn Ward. This is one I've also seen going around so much, and I don't know anything about it. And then we have the Sci-Fi and Fantasy Awards, which the winners will be announced mid to late June. Oh, what is happening right now? Did that fix things? And this is an award kind of show, and that is run by booktubers, which I think is really, really cool. And also I have been trying to get back into sci-fi and fantasy, so this seems perfect. I actually own a ton of books on this list, so I'm going to be telling you guys the ones. I have read 2 off of the list here, and this is why I'm the most interested to kind of get some of these ones read, is because both of them were 5 out of 5 stars, and I loved them. The first one was Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. This also won the Prince Award, so I loved this book. It was 5 out of 5 stars for me, so already read that one. And then I also read Born by Jeff Vandermeer, which y'all already know I'm in love with and obsessed with. Like, this is probably going to be on my top books of the year. Let's get real. But then I have a couple of other books that I am interested in. So the first one is a book that I own in physical copy, I just don't have it with me, but that is City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty. This is a, like, I think Middle Eastern inspired fantasy world where a woman accidentally summons a genie. Could be wrong, but that's what I think it is. And then, okay, the next 3 are books that sequels have been nominated for this award, but I haven't read the first book in the series. So I'm going to be talking about the first book in the series. So we have Sleeping Giants by Sylvain Neuvel. This is one that has obviously been huge on BookTube. I just haven't gotten around to it. I have an ebook copy of it. This is a story about, like, a little girl, I think, who accidentally falls into a hole, and she, like, is in, like, the hands of a giant robot, and it's told completely in interviews, which I think is really fun and will also make it go very, very fast. So that is the first one. And then I have The Fifth Season by N.K. Jemisin. This is obviously huge. This is such a big book going around right now. Like, everyone's been reading it and loving it, and I really hope I read it and also love it. And the last one is a middle grade book, and that is Magnus Chase. And I think it's like the 3rd book that was actually nominated for this, but I haven't read any of them, so I have the first one on my Kindle. I used to be a huge fan of Rick Riordan. I think you can see right here are my Percy Jackson books. I have read Percy Jackson series and, like, the 2nd Percy Jackson series and the Egyptian series, but I kind of fell off the Rick Riordan train after a couple of years. I just felt like that they were a little bit too childish for me now, but I am really interested in Magnus Chase, so I will maybe give that a try. But yeah, those are the list of the books that I am interested in and the books that I already own and stuff like that. I would love to hear you guys' opinions on these awards, and what books are you guys the most interested in reading from these lists? What other, like, award shows are kind of happening right now for books? Because again, after reading Strange the Dreamer and Vincent and Theo that both got the Prince Award, I'm much more interested in award-winning books right now. But yeah, anyways, definitely tell me what you guys are thinking about all of these down below. I do think I'm going to wait to kind of start my reading of all of these books for a little bit. I do want to see the short lists for the Women's Prize and the Man Booker Prize, just to see how many of my picks do get into the shortlist, and then maybe from the shortlist I actually start reading them. Yeah, that's my plan. But anyways, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and I love you all, and I'll see you all soon. Bye!